My name is Mike Napolitano, and I've been building a backyard ice rink since 2015. Back then, I was only a beginner on skates. What is your earliest memory of the rink?
The smaller rectangle right behind the deck going east and west. And then that year, we actually skated on the field instead. Because the field iced over, obviously, because it iced over. We didn't just skate on grass. Yes, we skated on the field all the way down to the pool because it actually iced over and said, hey, who needs a rink? We'll just wait for that to freeze.
Just knowing that we had a rink, actually the first year I got the idea for it, the field kind of froze over, and my friends and I played hockey out on like a patch of ice out there. And I was like, might as well get some walls and a tarp and actually build this for real. There were some years that I did the framing wrong, and you learn as you go. And I make mistakes early in the beginning so that each year you can progress and be better at doing something like this. So, you learn how to build up the walls and not just have like posts and A-frames, and now you have A-frames for the boards, and get better lighting, get better netting. Stop pucks from flying out better, hold water in better. I will tell you, Flex Seal tape, the best tape ever. When they saw that boat in half in the commercial, they really do, because that thing, it patches holes on the tarp like crazy. My favorite part is when the work is done and we actually get to use it for its purpose, and hopefully the weather cooperates long enough for us to enjoy it. Some challenges that we face along the way are obviously, Mother Nature. With being on a soccer field, you run into winds that can knock down your walls, make you lose some of your water, blow the tarp around. And we also have field mice, so they like to chew through the tarp, so you got to get the water in there quickly. And just, regular wear and tear of the tarp. People have told me that I should do a time-lapse video of setting up the rink, but it's too much of a process while we're working to really kind of do something like that. We've gotten a couple videos here and there. What happens is first you build the frame to hold the tarp, and then you put the lights underneath so that they are staked down into the ground. You pull the tarp over all of that, over your framing, and then because I like the boards on the inside rather than on the outside so that pucks don't hit the tarp, and the backyard isn't completely flat, so there's areas where the framing and the tarp might come up above your water line and other places where it might not. So to keep everything even, we put the boards on the inside. So then you need to make sure those are flush to the ground, not pulling on the tarp, and then drill those into your framing. But then to hold those up, you need half A-frames coming down the walls and off to the side as well. And then it's time to fill. Turn on your lights, add some pool noodles so nobody hurts their head on the sides of the boards, and get the netting up to stop pucks, and that includes rebar as well to hold those up. Are you videoing right now?
No.
Dude, I got the girliest boots on ever. Listen, the things I do for the love of the game, okay? I gotta clear the leaves out. Also avoid the hose over here. Look at this. If you have leaves, the sun hits the leaves and melts little pockets because it's a different color than the thing. I guess we probably should have put a handle on this side too. Although, I guess you could just reach over. What is going on over here? Alright, we're gonna have to adjust that. Work in progress.
He is an architect.
Sick. So you've been helping build it this year. What are some of the challenges and some of the fun parts of building it?
It's so cold. Like, my hands are freezing when I go out there and build it, but I think the coolest part is the whole process, seeing it go up and being there from the start and getting to enjoy it in the finish.
Tarps run about $200 for this size, and then of course wood is whatever obnoxious price that wood is for the year. But we reuse and recycle because we take the wood boards from our haunted house and the netting from our batting cage, and we kind of just bring it all up to the side of the house and repurpose all of it to make an awesome rink.
Losing walls, water escaping, water leakage into my family room. Any other questions? Oh, we had a dead mouse with his butt up in the air in the corner. Got in, couldn't get back out. 9 million leaves. Goose poop. Any other questions?
Yeah, my mom complains about the water bill, so I do try to budget to maybe chip in, but it never really works. So I'm guilty for that. But the budget does go towards improvements on the rink, so it's bigger and better every year.
Does your mom utilize it enough to pay for the water bill?
Probably not. Can we cut this? Can we go? I think the biggest thing that brightens my day is just the fact that not only myself and my family get to use it, but my friends, the community. We've had like an ice skating party with the community, and also, you know, my other hockey friends and guys that I know that are even just learning to skate get to go out there and have a fun time, and that's why I do it. It's for the community. I like to see everybody else enjoying it as well.
Is hockey for everyone on your rink?
Hockey is for everyone on my rink.
That's what I like to hear.
What's special about this rink?
Lights up. It's got blue line, LEDs under. It's cool. I mean, it's free. Well, for me, it's the best part of it.
It's hard to pick one addition that's my favorite. I mean, the lights are always awesome. The overhead lighting, the projector, like all the specs that go into it. But honestly, from a hockey's perspective, it's got to be the boards, keeping the pucks in with the netting, of course, as well. Makes you feel like you're more in an actual rink, but you can't beat the lighting either. That's just, it's kind of magical.
The size of it and the creativity of it. We've improved with lights and walls, and now we have a door. So yes, it's actually gotten bigger and better lighting. And the homemade Zamboni.
Like I said, there's challenges. This year I came down with COVID, and then I broke my finger. And then even challenges after the rink is already built, which include, of course, shoveling and resurfacing and taking care of it all the time. But it's definitely worth all the trouble, in my eyes, for something so cool and unique. It's actually, the skating part is fun, but the most satisfying and soothing thing is actually going out there with the homebony and like resurfacing, because I don't know, I listen to my music, I put my AirPods in and just kind of go back and forth, almost like you're mowing the lawn, but you're just resurfacing the ice, and I just like how it turns from skate marks to just smooth glass.
We came all the way from Peoria to skate on your rink. Yeah, I mean, I was in Peoria, was coming home to get fitted for a suit, and brought one of my buddies home, and it was a good time. Kaner, he's a good guy. We played hockey for probably more than half the time I was home.
I like when I get the rink by myself, because then it's
Away from the hockey players.
yes, right after you've actually resurfaced it, and it's actually just very soothing just to go out there and skate on my own with my headphones in, and off I go. And my friends love to come and skate as well. It is like glass, minus the mouse butt.
What does the rink mean to you?
It's ice. I love skating. Hockey's the best.
A lot of people ask me how long it takes for the rink to freeze. There's actually a formula for that. So what you do is you calculate the average temperature of the day by adding the low and the high, given that, you had the same amount of time of both within a day. You divide it by 2, and that's all in degrees Fahrenheit, and then you subtract from 32 degrees the temperature that water freezes at. So that's how many freezing degree days. That's the unit. So if the low was 24 and the high was 30, the average temperature was 27, subtract that from 32, and you get 5 freezing degree days. You get 1 inch of ice per 15 freezing degree days in a 24-hour period. So it takes about 3 really cold days for it to freeze, and then it holds its temperature all winter until the spring. What are you looking forward to most this year?
The breakdown. No, when it finally freezes over and we get to use it.
Camera.
Look at me.
Now, why is it that you always remember to use the home bony but not mow the lawn?
So I'm not a big fan of mowing the lawn because there's a lot of grass, but when it comes to the ice, it's a smaller patch and it's like my baby. So I'll resurface faster than I'll mow the lawn at this household.
Who's your most favorite person you brought out onto the ice?
Definitely Thomas Kaner. I mean Jake Ratner.
Bullshit.
No, we should add in how one year we had a ice skating party for the neighbors. We had the hot chocolate
Oh,
party.
yeah. I think the biggest thing that brightens
We
my
could
day,
Share it with everybody.
and then say like, we came all the way in from Peoria for the rink.
We came all the way from Peoria to skate on your rink.
All right, let's go.